What's up everybody? So I'm officially hopping on that adidas Samba wave, and in this video guys I'm gonna be reviewing this classic adidas sneaker. And this is not your regular adidas Samba because this one right here is actually the vegan pair. So if you're someone out there interested in copying this particular version of the adidas Samba, I hope this video helps you out. So with that being said, let me show you guys a quick look and let's get into this review. Alright guys, so these adidas Samba in the vegan version retail for $100. The regular leather ones also retail for $100, so there's really not a major advantage between buying either or in terms of price because it's the same price. However, if you prefer regular leather, you can go with that version, or if you prefer vegan, then obviously go with this version. I personally ended up buying the vegan one because I bought these back in December when the hype was still pretty high. The Sambas were very popular and still very popular obviously, but at that time finding a regular leather one was pretty hard to find for retail. So I went ahead and I bought the vegan one because I wanted to review it for you guys, but these sat around. I ended up reviewing other sneakers and I kept pushing these to the side, and now I should have just waited because the regular leather ones are pretty easy to get. But in this classic colorway, you pretty much have white, blacks, and grays. You do have some blue on the front of the tongue, and you also have this gum bottom, which is more on the darker brown side. Obviously, there's the other classic colorway, which is the mostly black one. So the adidas Samba was first produced in 1949, and it was intended for soccer players or football players, depending on what part of the world you're from, to play on hard, icy grounds. That's why the Sambas featured this type of outsole, because as you can see here, this outsole definitely has a lot of grip. Adidas gave these the Samba name, which Samba is actually a Brazilian dance, and the reason why Adidas did that was a marketing tool because in 1950 the World Cup took place in Rio de Janeiro, which is obviously in Brazil. Ever since then, the Sambas have been Adidas' second most sold sneaker behind the Adidas Stan Smith, and Adidas has sold over 35 million pairs of Sambas. The Adidas Samba has remained popular over the years within the sneaker community, but I would say over the last 6 to 8 months or even more, the Adidas Samba grew a lot more in popularity. At least it seems like that, because I felt like I was seeing the Adidas Samba a lot more on social media, on YouTube reviews, and also a lot of celebrities, fashion people, and influencers started rocking the Adidas Samba. I do remember when Jerry Lorenzo from Fear got officially signed with Adidas, and in one of the main photos he was wearing the Adidas Samba, and I believe that same day the Adidas Samba was selling out on the Adidas website, and I guess that was the first domino to fall to give the Adidas Samba an extra boost in popularity. So getting into the details of the vegan Samba, on the inside part of the shoe, on the insole, you do have some Adidas and vegan branding in a green color. The sock lining and the base layer on these is made out of that white vegan leather. On the front of the tongue, you have the classic Adidas trefoil, and it sits on this blue square. These come out of the box with these white laces, and as you come down to the toe box, one of my favorite features of the Adidas Samba is a suede panel that you'll find on the toe box, and that is in a gray color. Obviously, these are vegan, so you don't have regular suede. You have like this recycled type material that kind of feels a little bit like a rug when you touch this, but at least from afar, it does look like suede. On both lateral and medial side, you will find the classic 3 stripes in the black color. However, on the lateral side, behind the 3 stripes, you will find the Samba name, and that is in a cool gold color. As I said earlier, you have this gum bottom or gum outsole, and that is the same material you'll find on the midsole and obviously on the outsole as well. And on the outsole, you have this really cool design, definitely a lot of grip here, and then you'll find the Adidas branding there in the middle. The shoes come in a classic Adidas original box, and there you have the official tag and SKU. In terms of sizing with the Adidas Samba, I went with my regular size 10, and I gotta admit that they definitely fit perfect. I was a little bit skeptical going with a size 10 because these look very long. I felt like they were gonna fit similar to like an Adidas Stan Smith, because for me, I'm a size 9.5 and the Adidas Stan Smith, and those fit perfect in a 9.5. So I went with a size 10 primarily because, you know, the toe box here is a little bit narrow, so I didn't want the shoes to fit tight, but I was definitely a little bit nervous because I didn't want to experience any heel slippage. But going with my regular size or true to size, definitely fits perfect. In terms of comfort with the Adidas Samba, I'm sure most of you guys that are buying the Adidas Samba, you're not buying it because of its comfort. You're primarily buying it because of its style, the way it looks on feet, etc, etc. The midsole and cushioning system on these is gonna feel very flat, similar to like a Chuck Taylor Converse, for example. But to wear these for regular lifestyle, day-to-day stuff, they're gonna be fine, no problem there. But I'm definitely not ranking the adidas Samba as a super comfortable shoe. So my final thoughts on these adidas Samba in the vegan version. First of all, I wish I would have been more patient and just bought the regular leather one, because I just prefer leather. I like the way the leather feels in regular suede. However, with these, even though they are vegan, the vegan leather actually looks and feels pretty good, to be honest. It is wrinkling like almost real leather, so that's definitely a plus. My biggest knock with the vegan version is this fake suede that they use here. It's obviously recycled material, but it just feels and looks very fake once you get up close. From afar, you probably won't be able to tell which one's a vegan or a leather one, to be honest. These don't have any vegan branding on the outside, so you won't be able to see that. I believe older pairs did have that. These don't have any of that unless you look on the inside of the shoe. So that's definitely a plus if you're someone out there interested in buying the vegan version. Of course, according to Adidas, no animal products or byproducts were used to create the shoes. So that's definitely a good feeling, knowing that I have a pair of shoes that no animals were harmed. Other than that, guys, these are my first ever pair of adidas Samba, and I wish I would have gotten a pair sooner, to be honest. I like the style. I like how you can dress these up a bit. You can also wear these casually as well. You definitely have that flexibility when it comes to this shoe. Kind of reminds me of an Adidas Stan Smith, but I think these actually look better. I think the adidas Sambas look better than the Stan Smith, because, you know, the Stan Smith is just pretty much a mostly white shoe. Here you do have some different colors to give it a little bit of more contrast. It makes the shoe a little bit more interesting. I did pre-order a pair of the Kith and Clark's collaboration, so I'm super excited for that one. I'm looking forward to finally get those in hand, and once I do that, I'll definitely bring you guys that review. But with all that being said, for $100, whether it's the leather one or the vegan one, these definitely look really good, especially now for the summertime. I definitely recommend a pair of Sambas. So with that being said, let me put these on and show you guys how they look on feet. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the adidas Samba in the vegan version. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this adidas Samba wave. Did it crash? Is it still going? Or did the hype pretty much die out for a little bit? And like always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Anybody who's new, first time stopping by, feel free to subscribe if you like this type of content. If you like the video, definitely hit that like button, comment below. I'll leave a link to my Instagram page below where you guys can follow me there. So that's it guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.